Hi, I'm Diane Conklin with CompleteMarketingSystems.com. Do you tell your story every time you go out to your clients, every time you're on the platform, every time you write a sales letter, every time you're in front of people? Do you tell your story? You should be. And I know you get tired of telling your story because it's yours and you think it's boring and you get tired of telling it, right? But remember, every time you speak, every time you get in front of a new audience, even in a sales letter, people want to know who you are. They want to know about you, right? So if you know anything about me, you know I grew up on a 75-acre farm in a small town in Ohio. My dad farmed 350 to 450 acres in addition to the 75 I grew up on, and always had a full-time job. You know, I learned the value of working hard by growing up on that farm. And when I was 18, I went 500 miles away to college at the University of Missouri, where I was honored to play intercollegiate softball. Went on to get a master's degree from the University of Tennessee in exercise physiology, and now I'm in marketing. If you know anything about my story, you know I spent a year working for another information marketer, a direct response marketer, for no pay. I packed what would fit in the back of my pickup truck, and I lived in an apartment that I rented sight unseen. It was furnished for 1 year in a little place called Cape Canaveral, Florida. And every day for a year I got to spend an hour with this gentleman learning this business, learning sales, learning everything that I now know, not everything, but a good deal of what I now know about this business. 1 whole year for no pay. You know that about me because I tell those stories over and over and over again. Do I get tired of telling it? Yeah, but so what? People love the story. They love to hear about you, right? We talk about all the time in marketing, you know, let people get to know you, build, know, like, and trust. One of the things I say a lot is share with people what's personal and not private. Okay? So not too long ago, I shared with my list, with everybody who knows me, essentially, that my 19-year marriage, my 19-year relationship came to an end. I didn't go into all the details of what happened. I didn't bash the other person. I didn't go into all that. That's private. But I shared my personal story. And you know what? The only reason I really shared my personal story from that perspective is because not only was she my life partner, she was my business partner. And so everyone who knew me in business knew that something had changed. And so why not just go ahead and put it out there? So share your story, not only your backstory of how you got to where you are, but the story that's going on in your life right now. The reason is you're going to touch somebody. You're going to affect somebody else's life, whether you know it or not, in a positive way that makes such a huge difference. The ripple effect of you telling your story and you sharing your personal things is so huge, is so massive, that you really are being a great service when you do it. And I know if you're like me, that's really why you got into business, and that's really what makes your heart sing. So go share your story. I'm Diane Conklin with CompleteMarketingSystems.com, and I hope you got a little bit more of my story or got a reminder of my story while we were together today.